that I have been studying leadership and serving in a leadership capacity in some way, shape, or form my entire life, pretty much, especially straight out of college, as I went into teaching and leading in schools. But also I've served on different boards, and I've just really somehow have been guided with a pretty deep purpose in studying leaders and what great leaders do differently and better than other leaders. And so that's my slant in life, just because of who I am and who God created me to be and what he's put on my heart to contribute to in this world. My purpose is to be the living expression of his truth and love, and to leave people better than I found them, to make a meaningful difference in this world while I'm here. So the latest thing, and there's a lot of background noise, hopefully it doesn't interfere with this too much. I just wanted to be outside because it's a beautiful day. I think it's like 80 degrees here in Bozeman. But I spent quite a bit of time lately, since I'm on my summer vacation, just really sorting through some things I feel pretty deeply about, and that's that we need leaders in every space and place in our country. And I used to say world, and I definitely still mean world, but lately it's in our country. Let's start here. And just hopefully rise up and be the leaders that we need everywhere. So if you don't think you're a leader, I would ask you to listen to this message and rethink that, because I think we all have a part to play when it comes to making things better for everyone. So the title of my book currently, I haven't published it. I'm in the process of writing it. I spent a lot of time on it today, finalizing some pieces of it. But it's titled The Kind of Leaders We Need More Of, Leading the Change Our Country Desperately Needs. And I don't know, I might mess with that a little bit and change that up. It just all depends when it goes to the final place. But I have 4 parts in this book, and part 1 is Foundations of Character. The personal virtues that define a leader when no one is looking or when everyone is looking. Chapter 1's about integrity, being honest in word and deed in every setting and situation, aligning who we are in all places so that people get the authentic version of us. Truthfulness, anchored in honesty, not spin or manipulation. Oh my goodness, I value truthfulness so much. Humility. Doesn't seek the spotlight, listens more than they speak. I don't know about, some people just speak a lot and they need to speak a lot. So I might change that part to doesn't seek the spotlight, chooses service over self. I think I'm going to change that part. Chapter 4 is self-control, disciplined in speech, behavior, and emotion. Boy, I love it when I see leaders who have that quality. Chapter 5 is on patience, willing to endure the process of growth and healing. And chapter 6, gratitude, acknowledging others and staying grounded in grace. Leaders who lead with gratitude encourage everyone around them. And then part 2 is courageous servant leadership. The outward posture of a leader who leads with love, strength, and service. The chapter 7 would be courage, willing to do what's right even when it's hard or unpopular. Chapter 8, compassion, leads with empathy, valuing the dignity of every person. Chapter 9, kindness, choosing gentleness over aggression. Chapter 10, justice-minded, champions fairness, equity, and the voiceless. Looks out for those who are oppressed or being taken advantage of. Chapter 11, servant-hearted, puts the needs of people above personal gain. Chapter 12, respect, honors others even in disagreement. I love it when I see that. It's so admirable when someone can honor others and leave their adversary with their dignity in the process of having a disagreement. That's a beautiful strength of the best leaders. Part 3 is wisdom in action, the disciplines that help leaders navigate complexity with clarity and grace. Chapter 13 is wisdom, seeking understanding before reacting, discerns truth from noise. Chapter 14, discernment, knows when to speak, act, and stand still. Chapter 15, accountability, takes responsibility for actions and decisions. Chapter 16, transparency, keeps things clear and honest, not hidden or deceptive. Part 4 is visionary builders of hope. I love hope. I cling to it in times where things are out of my reach. The enduring commitments of leaders who build something greater than themselves. I've always valued just being a part of something greater than myself. And usually it's lately, especially as my faith grows really strong, it's choosing God over myself. More Him, less me. But chapter 17 is vision, leads with purpose, hope, and a clear moral compass. Chapter 18, faithfulness, steadfast in values, loyal to the people they serve, to all the people they serve. Chapter 19, resilience, doesn't give up in the face of adversity or opposition, but expects opposition anytime you're a leader influencing positive change. You will have opposition. That's the sign that you are swimming against the current and affecting positive change. Chapter 20, unity seeking, works to build bridges, not walls. I think our whole country just really, whether we say it or not, we really want to see a united country that stands together and does what is right for people. At least that's my hope. I know there are some people that don't want that, but I want that. So that's why I'm writing this book. So I just want to read the introduction to you because some people are like, who does she think she is to write this book? Well, who am I not to? When God puts something on my heart to do, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it with the tools that I have. And I'm a writer, and I'm a reflector, and I'm a deep thinker, and I'm someone who knows that I am called to use my voice and my gifts for positive change. And so here's why leadership matters now more than ever, the introduction. We live in a world where trust is fractured, truth is politicized, and leadership is often reduced to performance instead of purpose. But real leadership was never meant to be a show. It's a sacred responsibility. The kind of leadership our world needs now doesn't come from power or position. It flows from character. We need leaders who show up with courage and compassion, who walk with integrity when no one is watching and when everyone is watching, who remain steady when storms rise, whether in classrooms or boardrooms, families or faith communities, political offices or small town streets. We are called to lead, not perfectly, but authentically. This book is a call to rise higher, not in status, but in spirit, not in popularity, but in principle. To lead with honesty, humility, and heart, because the world is watching, and more importantly, the next generation is watching. What follows are 20 essential traits of leadership, not just values we talk about, but virtues we live out. Each chapter begins with a quote to inspire reflection and ends with questions to guide personal growth. Whether you're leading a nation, a nonprofit, or simply yourself, these are the anchors to hold fast to. Let us become the kind of leaders our country needs more of. And just some little powerful phrases throughout the book. Leadership matters now more than ever. And that's just little snippets on each chapter. Character reveals why we lead. When we act with integrity, we align our values with our actions. Truthfulness is being clear, candid, and sincere. Humble leaders shine through their service, not their platform. Leaders with self-control remain centered and calm in the eye of the storm. Patience is a leadership superpower we often underestimate. When leaders lead with gratitude, they create cultures of encouragement. When we act with integrity, we align our values with our actions. I think I already said that one. In moments of injustice and adversity, the world needs leaders who will not shrink back. Compassionate leaders value the dignity of every person. What does it look like to be both firm and kind in your leadership? Who in your sphere might need a little more gentleness and care today? How do you respond when someone disappoints or disagrees with you? A kind leader leads with humanity. How do you use your voice or leadership platform to speak up for others? What does it mean for you to lead with both compassion and conviction? Where do you see injustice being ignored or tolerated in your environment? Justice-minded leadership is about doing right by all. Servant-hearted leadership is about service over self. And that's about it that I'm going to share today. There's a lot more in here. I'm just excited to finally be on the path of finishing a leadership book, because I've started several leadership books and I know that I'll write more than one because I already have more than one going. One is called The Heart of a Leader, because I really value the ingredients on the inside of a person, and what makes them great is when we understand their motives and they have a heart that really is about doing what's best for others. So The Heart of a Leader matters greatly to me. Why are they a leader? So that's a different book. And then I started one years ago called Unleash Your Leadership Presence, just really encouraging everyone to see the gift that they are to the world today and to rise up and not be lukewarm and do their part in making things better for others. So hopefully that's what this will inspire people to do, is to be the kind of leaders that we need to see more of in our world today, so that we can all, contribute to a better country for ourselves and others. Anyway, God bless and have a great day. Hopefully you just are a little bit inspired today to step more into your purpose in a more bold and courageous way that is filled with compassion and love for others. Bye.